Hey guys, so up for sale is this FAF 362. This was actually a friend of the family that owned it, and it was given to me to sell for them. The owner is deceased, but it was part of her estate. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I'm familiar with the 360, but I think the only real difference between the 362 and the 360 is the stop-o-matic feature, which it discusses a little bit in here, or Stop-matic, I apologize, Stop-matic feature, which apparently allows you to just shut it off and put it away. It's supposed to speak volumes about reliability. So anyways, with this machine, some things to consider. It does run great, runs real quiet, but a lot of these parts that are on here, I want to show you an example, and I'm hoping that my camera can pick it up. A lot of these parts that are on here, you can see that white plastic, it's cracked. Now I know that the function of this part is not that valuable, but this piece right here, excuse me for shaky camera here, so this part unscrews, so you can see there's damage, and it's also cracked there. Now, again, that's just, you can see if you tighten it up too much, it'll open that crack up. But, you know, that's something to consider as well. As far as the knobs, I'm not familiar enough with these machines to know exactly what they do. I mean, I can see the movement. Seems to move pretty fluid. This one just goes up and down. This piece twists, and while it's twisting, it lowers the arm. If you have any questions specifically about what they do, or if you need me to research anything about that, I'd be glad to help. So all the knobs seem to twist okay, and I'm not sure if I'm missing any of them. This one is stiff, that's right. Not sure if there's a setting I'm not considering, but it doesn't seem to go to the 2 or 3 mark. Again, I'm not, maybe that's what it needs. No, okay. There we go. So those turn. This does as well. And also there's an adjustment in here. Let me see if I can brighten that up so you can see. There we go. Okay. And then another thing to consider too, which I took a picture of, but I think the video will do a little bit better of explaining. Oh, the lighting is not the best here. There we go. So this, let me lower those arms. This piece right there is cracked, and that crack seems to go all the way around. However, it doesn't seem to make it loose, or it doesn't, I just don't know. You know, I don't know when that's finally going to kick the bucket. So that's something you need to consider. The other pieces, lost my focus there. The other pieces all seem to function without any issue. And this tray also, this tray goes down. It can be put out of the way if you're working on small areas. All right, let me get us back around here. Sorry for the long tour. I figured the interested buyer would probably appreciate it. So the manual is in good shape. I didn't see any pages missing. If you are in fact in need of any information in this book, let me know before it's sold. I'll be happy to send you pictures if you need information on how to do anything in there. It might be helpful. The Snap Out Workplace, that's what it's called. Oh, that brings up a good point. On this page, it discusses the light. Now, the light itself doesn't work. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. It didn't work before. It must just be a loose connection. Okay, well, that's something to consider because there's a switch here. I thought maybe it was an issue with the switch. Okay, well, discover something new every day, so that works. Now let's get the top off. I'll show you guys everything here. So top looks to be in pretty good shape. Let me get the focus on there. It didn't have much dust. Now, it did have, this did have a cheap little vinyl cover over it. The vinyl cover was nasty. Decided to toss that out. And then other thing to consider too, the pedal itself is not in the best shape. You can see rust on the bottom, the pedal feet, kind of discoloration, corrosion, things of that nature, but it works. You can see it runs really quiet. Piece goes up and down. My mom would kill me because I don't know what it's called. But I'd imagine it would need some service. Things like the belt, this part right here, and there's also another one right here. Things like that. They sell replacements for it, but that's something that should be considered before purchasing a used machine. And so back on the wiring here, or the pedal. So it's got some markings on the wire, and then another thing I noticed too, this protective part right there. Let me focus on that. That protective piece is damaged right here. I didn't get shocked or anything, so hopefully that's not an issue that'll surface down the road, but I'd imagine that there's supposed to be one on both those, maybe to prevent damage internally. Now, if you saw the picture, one of the final pictures I put up, I took a compilation of the damage that's on the unit. You can also see the crack in this. Doesn't seem to affect its function, but it's something to consider. So snaps right in, and right from the start, it kicked right on. I didn't have any issues with it turning on. Oh, let me get that focus right. There we go. You can go. You can adjust the speed by pressure. You guys can see it runs pretty quiet. Hope I'm not missing anything. Okay, I'll leave it at that. So that's the video. I hope it helps the walkthrough on this FAF 362. Again, have the manual. And if you have any questions, just let me know through eBay. I don't respond to the YouTube here. This is simply to share the information and show you guys what's available. So hopefully that answers any questions, and I'll be glad to help if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.